Hey guys, Jaw with JRSP, Johnson Reality Self Protection, and also now certified instructor of the Medusa Edge Weapon System. So, founder has given me his blessing to introduce Medusa Less Lethal. All Medusa Less Lethal is Medusa using less lethal concepts and less lethal objects for the same goal and utilizing the same principles and foundation that Medusa is built on, shock, latch, and stab. The only thing that we're doing different is using something less lethal. This is the Comtech Stinger 2. These things are underrated, and you don't really see a lot of them anymore. The actual genuine article. This is an actual genuine James Keating Comtech Stinger 2. This right here is a great device. If a lot more women carried these, I feel a lot more women would possibly be alive. A lot of those women that you see in those stories, you can already tell that these individuals never went to a self-defense class, and if they ever did, they didn't take it serious, because a lot of the actions that they took and things that they did just screams like you're basically just setting yourself up for what's about to happen. And it's heartbreaking and sad, but if they would have went to a serious self-defense course, a good self-defense course, or had something that they knew how to use, they might not have ended up like they ended up. Because I can tell you right now, a lot of self-defense is going to teach you common sense, and a lot of these individuals had no common sense because common sense isn't so common. It's crazy to watch, but I have to watch this stuff even though I don't like to watch it because I ultimately know the outcome. It's 98% always the same. Individual put themselves in a bad situation just by being naive and not having any type of proper training, and they're no longer with us, and it's heartbreaking. That's why I always say at the end of every video, the world is a big place and all the dangers are very real. And when I did the Cobra Self-Defense Academy, the founder of that, he once said in an interview, women spend more money on hair care and facial products and like clothes than they ever spend on their own personal protection. And that's true, and it's heartbreaking. But if more women and men carried something like this, a lot of outcomes could have been different. I use this for Medusa Less Lethal, and I'm going to use it in the same exact manner that I would use a lethal option in Medusa. The only difference is, as the founder couldn't stress enough, in Medusa Less Lethal, your device, whatever you're carrying, you can start out with it if it's less lethal. In Medusa, we don't start out with a lethal in our hand. The founder couldn't stress that enough. You never start with your knife in your hand. You're wanting the element of surprise. So you never start with your lethal in your hand. But in Medusa Less Lethal, that's different. We're going to demonstrate that right now. I can shock with my shield hand, basically. And then latch. And then stab. And the guy's going to have a bad day, but he's not going to be dead. So that's Medusa Less Lethal with the James Keating Comtech Stinger 2. You guys take it easy. Like I say, always remember that the world is a big place and all dangers are very real. And it's better to be paranoid and alive than complacent and dead. And I don't consider myself to be paranoid at all. I consider myself to be paranoid. And whenever you can, it's always better just to walk away. Most situations are not going to be worth your life, and they're not going to be worth your freedoms. There's going to be some cases where it is worth it to stand up and fight. Your family's in danger, or someone you care about, or a friend, or someone who can't fight for themselves needs you to stand up. There's going to be cases, but for the most part, you'll probably live your whole life without ever having to experience some type of situation like that if you play your cards right. but you're not exempt. Even if you play your cards right, you're not exempt. Nobody's exempt from violence and violent encounters. And the world is getting more violent right now due to political nonsense. So nobody's exempt, and it's just always better to be prepared and be ready for whatever's going to happen. And be glad when nothing happens. You'd be super grateful and happy when a day goes by and you went through the whole day and you had no conflict with anybody and you were a peacemaker and people were peaceful with you and you didn't have to pull a knife on somebody and stab them to death. It's like, and the sun went down and all was good in the world. Be happy, but always be ready. Be vigilant. So, hey, you guys, y'all take it easy.